It didn't come from the river, but instead crashed down creeks, surging down local streams. Water wiped out property before it ever got to the South Saskatchewan, taking out roads and carving through land at levels described as off the charts.
The wild card for us last weekend, of course, was the creeks, and there was so much water came so quickly that even Alberta Environment was scrambling to get a handle on what was happening.
It was a disastrous surprise for city officials who say the volume of the Seven Persons and Ross Creeks nearly surpassed the average December flow of the river.
So when you think of two small creeks bringing as much water down as we usually see in the summer in the South Saskatchewan, that's very significant. It was beyond anyone's wildest expectations.
It was a major curveball for Forster, who helped develop this award-winning computer program. It's based on upstream water levels for the South Saskatchewan River, and with just a click of the mouse, it can predict the severity of city flooding at least 24 hours in advance. The only problem is it's never been developed for tributaries.
We have mapped, we actually won an award for our ability to predict which houses, which zones would flood. We could close roads, we knew which roads were closed, we could send out volunteers to certain houses in certain areas, and so we thought we were prepared. And then all of a sudden we got a creek flood.
Forster says there are two main reasons a model for creeks has never been created. One, Alberta Environment hasn't provided enough historical data, and two, nobody ever thought this was possible.
I think after what happened this weekend, it's a natural progression for the model to develop to account for that.
Forster says that progression is now a high priority, providing he can find enough data to create an accurate model. One thing's for sure, city officials are on board.
Alberta Environment tells you what they expect the flows are going to be, and then they plug it into the computer, and then they can send the volunteers out and say, listen, according to our model, your house is going to be underwater here in an hour or two or whatever. I mean, that would be a fantastic help. Obviously, the number one thing would be to save lives.
Officials say a new model could be developed within only months, too late for some, but perhaps in time to mitigate another major disaster.